Okay, we are going for the next experiment using MuA71 op-amp designed 1 kHz relaxation oscillator with 50% duty cycle and simulate the same. You have to do both hardware and you have to do PSpice also. The simulation can be done by using a PSpice software. The aim of the experiment is to implement the 1 kHz relaxation oscillator. Then what are the components to be required? We require the op-amp, then we require a patch cord, then springboard, then we have to calculate what is the resistance value. Through design, then you can calculate the resistance value. To check the output, we get CRO. To charging and discharging, we require a capacitor of 1 microfarad. Let me go what is relaxation oscillator. Relaxation oscillator is an oscillator circuit that produce a non-sinusoidal output where time period depends on charging time of capacitor connected as a part of the oscillator circuit. Op-amp adopts very well for the construction of oscillator that produces square waveform. You can go with square waveform, rectangular waveform or triangle waveform. But as per the lab, we are designing for square waveform because the duty cycle is 50%. The time period of output may conventionally vary by varying the value of resistance R, which is the part of the tank circuit. The resistance R1 and R2 make the feedback circuit that comprise of loss of RC circuit. Then operation amplifier is a high gain differential amplifier capable of amplifying the signal. For in this program we are mainly using three components. The first one is op-amp, the second one is tank circuit. The tank circuit is made up of RC circuit. The RC circuit is nothing but R is nothing but resistance. We are designing for 1 kilohertz frequency. Then we are taking, there is a one relationship, RC is equal to tau. The tau is nothing but time taken to charge and discharge. Because of 1 kilohertz for the frequency, the tau is 1 milliseconds. Then we are assuming for capacitor for 1 microfarad. Then you can calculate what is R using the relationship RC is equal to tau. Then R is equal to tau divided by C. The tau is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 millisecond divided by 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. That answer is 1 kilohertz. That 1 kilo ohm we will get it. That R is 1 kilo ohm. For to make an imbalanced circuit to get the correct output, instead of taking 1 kilo ohm for the resistance R in the tank circuit, we are taking the 30% for the extra for that. It is, we are consider for doing for the lab 1.3 k ohm will be considered for this one. You can also do 1, but you will not get exactly the output. Because of that, we take some extra the resistance value, that 0.3 value will be considered. Then finally 1.33 we will consider for this R. Now I got what is R and C in using tank circuit. The R is 1.3 and C is 1 microfarad. Okay, the third part is we are going for the positive feedback. The positive feedback, because this program for the oscillation there is no input. The input is from only the output of this op-amp. That output will be connected to the positive feedback for the non-inverting terminal. Non-inverting terminal, that is plus 3. For this plus 3, we are connecting the output of the op-amp of the pin number 6 to the pin number 3 using the two resistor R1 and R2. See the R1 resistance and connected with series R2 resistance, the connected to the output of the op-amp. This is the output of the op-amp connected to the positive feedback. This is the positive terminal 3, then connected to this. Intersection of this, it will be connected to this. R1 and R2, other end of this will be connected to ground. The design of the relaxation oscillator is, we have to find out what is R1 and what is R2. Because we don't know how much the feedback is going to this and given as input for this op-amp. The other end of this is the negative terminal. The negative terminal is connected as a op-amp with the tank circuit. The tank circuit is connected as a capacitor. The capacitor will connected with resistance, the same output line connected this one. This is R and this is C. Other end of capacitor will be connected as ground. Okay, let me go for the in detail calculation part. Okay, for this calculation, and we are writing this diagram. The diagram have the three parts as per just now I told. This is an op-amp. The op-amp has a 8-pin IC. The pin number 1 is offset value, we not connected, and pin number 2 is the inverting terminal. Pin number 3 is the non-inverting terminal. Pin number 4 is the negative voltage minus VSS, and pin number 7 is the plus VSS, and 6 is the output line, and 5 is not used. Okay, for this we are applying a voltage as a plus 12 volt, connected with the VDC plus 12 volt. This is the minus 12 volt. Other end of that voltage will be connected to ground. Here also connected ground. The first part is over. The second part is the tank circuit. The tank circuit is realized by using RC circuit. Then output of this will be connected to the RC circuit. The R, that R value is 1.33 kilo ohm and connected with the series with the capacitor. We are assuming the capacitor is 1 microfarad. We can then other end of the capacitor is connected to the ground. If you want to see what is the charging and discharging of the capacitor through CRO, we are connecting CRO probe between the junction of capacitor and the resistance. Then I can also connect with the feedback, positive feedback. The output of this will be connected to the positive feedback with R1 resistance and R2 resistance. Then intersection of R1 and R2 I am connected to the non-inverting terminal. Other end of the resistance is connected to the ground. Our main intention is what is the value of R1, what is the value of R2 I have to find out. To get the output of this, we are connecting the output of there one more CRO between the junction of R2 and R, the output this way. Then we can go for the design part, where the given question is the frequency is 1 kHz. We know the normal formula, the time period T is equal to 1 by F. 1 by F is equal to 1 divided by 1 into 10 to the power of 3. That is 1 millisecond. Next, we don't have any derivation. Just you can take that formula. T is equal to 2 RC ln natural log n 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta. The beta is a feedback factor. Beta is feedback factor that can be represented as beta is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, now we can substitute for beta with R1 divided by R1 plus 2. Now the equation look like this. T is equal to 2 RC ln 1 plus beta will be replaced with R1 divided by R1 plus R2 whole divided by 1 minus R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Now you can simplify this equation. Take an LCM of the R1 plus R2. Those two are cancelled together. After simplifying, we got 2 R1 divided by R2 plus 1. We write as it is in the next step. Okay, now we taking this T divided by 2 RC for the below, then we should be keep as it is in this part. That is ln 2 R1 divided by R2 plus 1 and T divided by 2 RC. Now as per the calculation we get, I told RC is equal to tau. Using this I am assuming what is the capacitor. First, since op-amp works for the frequency greater than 1 kHz, we can assume C is equal to 1 microfarad. As per that, R is equal to tau by C. The tau is nothing but 1 millisecond. 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by 1 into 10 to the power of 6 microfarad. Then R is equal to, you got 1 kilohertz. To make it to get correct answer, we take extra addition value, that R is equal to 1.3 kilo ohm. Now I got C and I got R. Then you can substitute the previous line. To ln 2 R1 by R2 plus R1 is equal to T. T is 1 millisecond. 2 R is that 1.3 kilo ohm into C, 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to 0.3759. Now I am taking 2r1 r2 plus 1. This natural log will forward to this side, that RHS is e to the power of 0.3759. E to the power of 0.359, if you calculate, you got 1.456. The next step, this plus 1 will be moved on to the your RHS. Then 1.456 minus 1, you got 0.456. Now in the next step, you take this R2 will be multiplied with this value. 2R1 is equal to 0.456 into R2. Then next step, you divide these 2 by this value. You got R1 is equal to 0.228 into R2. Now I got a relation R1 is equal to 0.228 R2. Now I have to find out what is the value of R1 and R2. But both the values are don't know, then you can assume any one value, then you can calculate the other value. Because of that, I am assuming R2 is equal to 10k ohm. If you take R2 is 10k ohm, the R1 should be equal to 2.2k ohm. Now we got positive feedback value R1 and R2. That value should be connected in your diagram as the positive feedback. R1 is 2.2, R2 is 10k ohm. While connecting, always connecting the lesser value of the resistance into ground. Okay, the 2.2 is the lesser value compared to 10k ohm. That should be connected to the ground part. The next higher value should be connected to the output of your feedback. Once your connection is over, then you can execute your program. If you execute the program, you will get waveform like this. From waveform, you will get a time versus voltage. Okay, this waveform is called, this is an output waveform, and there is this waveform for the curved waveform is your capacitor charging and discharging. Initially, the capacitor is in the higher saturation level. If it is reached the maximum threshold value, then it is start the discharge towards your negative value. It will start discharge towards 0, then again it will be discharged towards the minus 12 volts. Once it is reached the negative threshold value, again capacitor start charging towards 0, then again to start towards the positive plus 12 volts. This is the waveform you will get it. You can set how many waveform you can get by using transient in the PSpice software. Then you have to calculate what is the voltage across the capacitor. Once you got the waveform, you have to do two things calculation can be done. The first one is we have to calculate what is VC. VC should be formalized beta into Vsat. VC is equal to beta into Vsat. Then Vsat is the voltage applied to the op-amp, that is 12 volts. Then I can calculate beta is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into Vsat. R1 is 2.2 divided by 2.2 into 10, that is 2 by 12. 2 by 12.2, then that should be multiplied with Vsat. I got 2 volts. For theoretically, I got Vc is equal to 2 volts. Then T is theoretically we know T is equal to 1 millisecond. This Vc is equal to 2 volts can be observed in the graph. Where to be observed? Okay, this is the graph you will getting. Okay, this is the vertical line you have to get for this one. For each block you have a 2 volts, 0, 2, 4, 6 like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 like you can get it. Where is the maximum peak you get the capacitor? That horizontal you take this value, that is your VC. You can observe this is the voltage level from the Y axis. Then where the intersection of this output line and the capacitor, the highest peak value we can consider as your VC. And the VC is over. The second thing I have to find out what is the value of T on and what is the value of T off. What is T off? T on. The T on is the time taken to charge the capacitor. T off is the time taken to discharge the capacitor. How to calculate? You can go in your software. There is a toggle cursor. You take the toggle cursor to make a 3 points, the intersection between the curve. Then you can take the intersection between these 1 point, the intersection between the left or the another point, then intersection between the charging and discharging. If you want to get the charging, you take the 2 points between these and this. You subtract with this point and this point, you will get T on. Then if you subtract with this point and this point, you will get T off. You calculate the value of T on and T off. Then you apply T is equal to T on plus T off. You got T. Then if you want to check your frequency, given frequency, T is equal to 1 by T. Now you will get approximately 0.9.3 or 0.9.5. That is equivalent to 1 kilohertz. Okay, if you get this, and your output should be correct. Okay, you can also check your duty cycle. As per the question, the duty cycle is 50%. You calculated T on, duty cycle is equal to how much time to the on, then divided by total number of time. The T on, assume you will get 0.4. 0.4 divided by total time. The total time, how much you got? T on plus T off. T on plus T off total time you will get. That if you divided by, you will get duty cycle. Okay, these are the two things you can verify once the result is come. You can do this program using hardware, and you can also do the program in PSpice software also. Thank you.